Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host Jay, and today I want to talk to you about how we got the bounce that we needed on these charts on the short-term time frames, but on the weekly time frames we are still looking kind of on the more bearish side, but on the monthly time frames we are looking more on the bullish side. So I want to talk to you about what all I mean about all that, and I also want to bring to your attention a coin that I talked about on this channel before. I think this coin has major potential, and since coins like Solana, Matic, Luna, and all these Ethereum killers, layer 2s have been taking off, there's one that I want to bring to your radar that I brought on this channel before. Since I first talked about it, it has done a nice 11x. Now the price has came back down, so maybe if this bull run continues, then that might be something that you want to research. So first and foremost, let's look at this Bitcoin chart right here. On the 4-hour chart, we got some bullishness right now, but you can see we are in the middle of the ribbon. It's stuck in the ribbon, so let me turn that off right there on the 4-hour chart. And what a lot of people are thinking is that we have a head and shoulders right here coming up, which would bring us back up to where I was calling right here around 40k, and that would be pretty good to see out of Bitcoin. But on the short term, that's nice trading. But for the daily, what we have been talking about and looking at here, this looks like it could be forming what is called a bear pennant. Now let me show you what that looks like right here on this chart. You have pennants. There's the bear one down here. You can see it's going like this until it squeezes, and then eventually it goes down, and that eventually is a 68% chance, meaning that usually 68% of the time the price goes down out of these bear pennants, and that would bring us down to maybe, if that breaks down, that would bring us down pretty far. Hopefully that's not what's going on, because if that breaks down, that's going to bring us back down to testing 25k. I don't want to look at it, but let's hope that doesn't happen and we just break up from here. We have what we had over here where it was a head and shoulders and it went up completely, so we can look for that on the daily. The MACD is showing us bullish momentum though still, so that looks good on the daily. If we continue that up, like I said, I think that's what could probably push us up to 40k over this week and maybe over the weekend. And then on the weekly though, we see that, look, this bear pennant could be filling out and looking a lot more like a bear pennant on the weekly chart if we went to the Bitcoin weekly. So that kind of sucks for the Bitcoin weekly. Like I said, that could send us down testing some of these levels that we haven't actually tested yet. We haven't actually tested some of these levels yet, so that could send us back down testing some of these levels, maybe even testing 20k, but I'm thinking maybe 25k. Don't want to start calling it too low. My goal is that Bitcoin ranges in between these two white lines, and that's why they're right here in white, in between about 32 and 40k. Now, do I think the bull run is over? I'm going to say no. And why do I say no? I just showed you some bearish things on the short-term charts, even though it's looking pretty bullish today. We're having some bullish things on the 4-hour and the daily chart, but on the weekly chart we're having some bearishness. So if you lost money in here, then you don't really care about what happened right here, right? You're just like, look, is it going to keep going down, and is it going to be over? Overall, no, and here's why. This white line is the trend line for the bull run, in my opinion. It started back here last year in March after the whole COVID situation. We had some closes there, it came up. We had some closes back testing it in September, it came back up, and we haven't actually tested that yet, which would, if it were to drop right now, that would be at around 25k and maybe wick down, you know what I'm saying? So, and that would also complete some of these other patterns on the short-term time frame, you know what I'm saying? But that would still be And overall, as far as a overall bull run, that would still be in bullish territory. Now we fall below this line, different. It's done. So right now, I can see that we're bearish on the MACD right here on this chart, but we have room to go down if we need to fill out this bearish prophecy right here, because on the monthly it's looking awesome. So I just talked to you about bear pennants. Let me hide all this stuff. Talk to you about bear pennants a second ago. Now let me talk to you about a bull flag or a bull pennant. So if we mark up some lines on this chart, actually all the lines are going to pop back up, but imagine right here we broke above 20k, and then we had our first initial spike, and then there's like a pennant forming here, coming down, and then continuing back up. And that's what could be happening here on the monthly, on the overall chart. And that's why I said, hey, look, until we break below that trend line, I don't feel like the bull run is over until we break below that trend line, especially because there could be some type of pennant forming or bear flag or bull flag forming on Bitcoin on the actual monthly chart. And the strength of the charts is the monthly trend is the strongest, then the weekly trend, then the daily, and then stuff like that. So overall, when you say, man, is it time to like get out of this market and wait for the bear market? I don't feel like we're there yet personally until we break below this white trend line right here. It's even holding up on the monthly, and if we keep going sideways, we can go sideways until September, and I wouldn't care because we still wouldn't be below this line. So that is something to definitely take into account when you're thinking about, hey, is this market over? All of the indicators can tell you what they want to tell you on all of the indicators, but the overall trend right now is still up. Same thing with the total 2 right here. The total 2 on the weekly, didn't even stay that much time in the ribbon. So altcoins are looking okay, but we did have across, this could be a bearish pennant forming right here on the weekly, and then on the monthly it could be the same thing as far as having a bull flag on this chart. So you get the point. All the charts are saying the same thing. Now, Bitcoin dominance, I just wanted to tell you something about Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is just showing you what happened. It's just showing you how much money is in altcoins versus how much money is in Bitcoin. So it gives you a hint and stuff like that of what's going on in the market. It lets you know which way the trend's going, but it's just showing you what already happened. And I think a lot of people get that confused and they think that Bitcoin dominance runs shit, but it really just showing you what's going on. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say for the Bitcoin dominance. Now I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Avalanche. So Avalanche is a token that is 1768 right now. Market cap is 2.3 billion. It's ranked 52, and I think it can get pretty high, or it can go higher for sure. The max supply is 720 million. But I started talking about this coin right here last year in August. It was about 5. And one of the cool things that I thought about it was, hey, look, this is a coin that is going to make it easier for developers from Ethereum to use their platform and have it be way faster and way cheaper. And that's something that, Matic, Polygon, Luna, they all promise that, right? But right now, these platforms are kind of taken off, and ADA, all of these products are actually doing pretty well. And what I like about Avalanche is they just been working. They are on Coinbase's list of tokens to look at. That's where I first discovered them, and they make it really easy to move from Ethereum to get on Avalanche and take advantage of some of the things going on. So you have a nice ecosystem over there, and I just wanted to point that out real quick. You got Chainlink, of course, the Link, and then you got Injective Protocol, the Graph, Copper. So these are all some tokens that are pretty cool already. Yeah, so check out Avalanche. I will do an update full video on this token for sure, but I think it's a good opportunity to look at Avalanche right now. They have some things coming where Tether is going to be going on Avalanche. They have a bunch of partnerships going on. They have a partnership with Ledger, that's a nice one. AnySwap, Alliance Block. So yeah, they have a lot of things going on. You can see the ecosystem of it is just huge. I could talk about it for a full video, so I'll probably just do that. So let me know what you guys think about the market right now. Do you think I'm tripping? Are we overall still in an uptrend, or do you think it is over? If you know anybody or any YouTubers who are saying that it's over, send me their videos. I want to see it. A lot of people are getting super bearish right now. Fear is at an all-time high because I think so many people made so much money that they never had before, and then they lost a lot of it. So I think that caused a lot of PSTD to wake up in a lot of people. And is it PSTD? I won't even, whatever, PSTD or PTSD, there we go. And that woke up in a lot of people and stuff like that. So overall uptrend still. That's what I'm seeing on the charts as far as the monthly and the weekly go. In the short term, hey, depends on how you're doing it. Are you flipping coins on the short term, or are you holding them, hodling for the length of the bull run? Like I said, I'm doing everything. So you decide the best strategy for you and yours, and I'm hoping that it works out, and I hope you get some value from these videos. If you got any value from these videos, like it and share it with your friends. Till next time, happy Monday. Peace.